Hello and welcome to the Stock Planner channel. There's a lot of uncertainty in the markets today, and I'm not sure the government can handle it. This video will discuss that uncertainty and what to do about it. I'm going to give you three tech stocks that everybody thinks is going to go up, but I think will go down for the month of October. Whether you agree or don't agree, these are my opinions. The Stock Planner channel is an educational channel. We're sharing some ideas, and these are my ideas. You could reach a different conclusion. Stay tuned. Let's get started. There's a lot of reasons why I feel the stock market is going down. Congress has until October 18th to spend or raise the debt ceiling. Between now and then, there'll be a lot of arguments and ups and downs. And I think this will carry through all the way to the end of December. These next couple months will be turbulent. If Congress doesn't raise the debt ceiling, it'll start defaulting. This will be catastrophic for the stock market and our country. Of course, everybody's talking and arguing, and they're trying to raise that debt ceiling, but not everybody can agree. And Republicans, Democrats, and the people are very angry. Our government is broken. And to pile on the bad news, our country's facing some inflation. There's talk about recession. We still have COVID and a much-needed and bipartisan bill on infrastructure, and as costing over $1 trillion, is in jeopardy as well. Our ports are not able to handle the traffic. Our supply line is broke, further adding to the inflation. Every time I go to Aldi, the cheapest store in town, the prices have gone up. Our roads and bridges and ports and broadband need help. The problem is the Democrats want to pass a $3.5 trillion, which is huge, spending bill that covers a lot of things. Now, it covers healthcare, environment, and other programs that are needed, but they want to pass this $3.5 trillion bill first, then get and pass the infrastructure bill, because they know that's an easy pass, because everybody agrees that we need the infrastructure. So they're trying to push this $3.5 trillion spending bill through, hit some headwinds. Right now, nobody agrees on anything. There's just too much pork in that $3.5 trillion bill. But our bridges and roads and transportation system and trains and ports all need to have some work. There's just too much money being spent on socialized health care, education, and strict climate regulations at this time. Republicans oppose this plan, of course. Joe Manchin, a Democrat, said that he was going to max this thing out at $1.5 trillion. And they need his vote to pass anything through the Senate. And right now, there's two Democrat senators that oppose the $3.5 trillion spending plan. Democrats don't agree with each other, and the Republicans don't agree with the Democrats. It's a big problem. All these factors, inflation, recession, COVID, spending bills, infrastructure bills, to me, do not add up to a market and stock market that's going up. All these add up to me is a strong headwind on a decline for the month of October, or at least to 18 October. What do you think? Are we going up? Are we going down? The market doesn't care, or does it care? Are you playing it long? Are you buying at these levels? Let's just discuss these next three tech stocks that I think are going down. The day before this video is being produced, the stock market went up. The day before that, on a Thursday, the stock market lost 500 points on the Dow. The market is turbulent. Technology did okay on Friday, but technology for the week is at the bottom of the stack, and for the month, it's about the middle. This has not been a good month for technology. This is TradingView, and we're looking at the SPY on the weekly. In the last 4 weeks of the SPY, we see it doing a slight pullback. Let's look at the QQQs, and that's where a lot of the technicals reside. And you see the same thing, pullback. Looking at our first stock, which is AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. This is the one that everybody's talking about being stock for the future. It's going to be involved in everything, 5G, Internet of Things, cell phones. Again, we're looking at the weekly, and we see this stock was on an uptrend, and lately, the last few weeks, it's been on the downslide. Let's adjust our fib here, and you have to ask yourself if it's going up here first. It could easily go up that way, or coming back down through here. If you believe what I'm saying, that October is going to be a turbulent month, you would think it would come down to this level here. And if you believe that we're going to have a good month in October, you would say it's going to go up in this level here. AMD is a stock for the decade. It is going up, but I think it's going to go down before it goes up. This is your 50% retracement. I think it's definitely going to come down to here, but I think it's going to go down this way. So that's a little consolidation here for the last 2 weeks. We're on a weekly, by the way. The MACD a few weeks back said it was going down. The stochastic RSI said it was going down a few weeks ago, and the RSI said it was going down a few weeks ago. Let's see when that all occurred, within about there, and that's when it said it was going to go down. It did slightly, from 110 to 102, that's $8. And we're looking at the daily. This is TradingView. It's very, very good charting program. Zigzag doesn't know what it's doing there. It says it was going to go up, and they had a minor zig, and now that says it's going down. Some people would see that as consolidation there. This is daily now. There's a MACD short, and here's an MACD buy. We'd like to see this come below the 20, and it's made a crossover in the middle. I don't know about that. And this is showing no direction either. So in the daily, we're not getting a lot of information. So what do you think? Is this stock continuing down? It has a downward trajectory since early August, and if you had bet to go down, you would have had a very nice profit. You could have took profit here, and you certainly could take it here. Is this the end, or coming down? Do your own due diligence. I think it's coming down, and you have to go ahead and trade on your convictions. Okay, you see a nice long trend for Cisco. This is a weekly, and that went into November of last year, drawing a fib from the last print of your zigzag. I wish I was smart enough to catch these things, but I'm not. I like Cisco. I haven't traded it in a while, but I wish I would have traded that. We're on a weekly, and we're asking ourselves, is it coming down to the 50%, which I do think it's coming down there, or is it coming up here first? Here or there? MACD says it's going down, and this is close to the zero line. I usually like to take these right there when they're well up above or below. That would have been a nice run. Not so good, and not so good. Cisco is a stock you don't want to short unless you think the conditions are right, like inflation, government don't know what it's doing and can't handle it, our supply chain is broke at the ports, the infrastructure bill is in jeopardy. These are conditions that are not good for the market. And the last stock is Microsoft. We see a trend up and then a pullback just like the other stocks. And let's look at the daily for this one. And we see a big green day on Friday and a big red day on Thursday. RSI is pointing up, crossed over, stochastic crossed over, and it looks like it's going to be a crossover here for the MACD on the daily. But like I think, it's going to happen. We're going to have an up day and a down day and an up day and a down day. But generally, I think it's going to trend down until we hear something from Congress. Going back to the weekly, here's your 50. Is it going up this way first, based on the conditions of the market, or is it coming down this way? On the weekly, the MACD is pointing down, so is the stochastics, so is the RSI. Where it stops, nobody knows, and you can't predict this stuff with the lines. I'm using technical analysis here and fundamental on the market conditions. I'm not looking at the fundamentals of Microsoft. I know that this is a strong company, just like AMD and just like Cisco. These are stocks that you want to invest for the long run, especially for 5G and Internet of Things. Those things are going to be carried out through the decade and much longer than this little short downswing of about 10 to 15%. This is minor. This is healthy. What do you think? Short these three stocks, AMD, Microsoft, Cisco, or go long and take advantage of the pullback that we had last week? I'm playing this short. and in planning my trades out well into December and January as short. Now, I'll probably close these out much sooner than that, but long term, I think we're going to come back down through and it's going to hit the 50% retracement. Well, what do you think? Please like and subscribe. Put your comments in the comments section below. I'd like to hear from you. And I'll tell you, when you start engaging, your trading will get better. Just like I'm engaging with you right now with this video, my trading has gotten better. I have made a significant amount of money on Thursday on that down swing because I have a downward bias. I gave a little bit back on Friday, but I believe Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday I'm going to reap some more rewards with my downward bias. You have a downward bias or an upward bias? Again, leave your comments below. Hey, do your own due diligence and have some fun, and do not take yourself so seriously. Have some fun with this. Catch you on the flip.